Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Hello. Welcome to another Assistive Technology Center presentation. We are the ATAC Center from Disability Rights New Jersey. My name is Jessica. I am here today with Tomer, who is going to talk to us about Smart Playball. Smart Playball is a rehabilitation technology that helps with enhancing activities of daily living, ADLs, and rehab for people with disabilities. So with that, I'm going to turn the proverbial mic over, and we can go ahead and get started.
Okay, thank you, Jesse. Thank you very much. I'm very honored and happy to join your weekly presentation and to introduce our company and our technology to you in New Jersey and in the United States. We're an Israeli company. We develop high tech in Israel and produce our equipment, which I will introduce very shortly. We produce it in Italy and we sell worldwide. We have a big community of therapists and clinics and hospitals and people with disabilities who work with our equipment. So it's a good opportunity for us to let people know what we do and to offer our support, our equipment to people who really need it. In fact, we develop smart equipment for rehabilitation to enhance therapy and to improve the engagement in therapy in various ways, which I will definitely show you shortly. The idea of our equipment is we took therapeutic equipment, mainly exercise equipment that are used in rehabilitation settings, and we smartified them, meaning we turned them into smart equipment by integrating smart sensors that can monitor patients' movement and the activities that are done with the equipment. It was a general introduction, but let's go into what we really produce. We have developed the first of its kind, the next generation of physical therapy exercise balls, which are based on the idea of common, regular physio exercise balls that everyone knows, but we put inside them sensors that know and can measure the force that we're applying on them and the movement that we are doing with them. These main two parameters are mainly doing two things. First of all, they are controlling video games on a tablet screen. We have an application, you download the application, and you can play games while doing these exercises that are meant to strengthen and improve your control, your coordination, and your motion. And all the while you are playing fun games on an app. So this is one goal that we are achieving by the technology used on the common balls. And the second thing is that we are gaining real-time feedback on our performance, meaning how strong we press, how are we progressing with our strength and with our movement over time. How can we improve and make the movement more soft and more accurate? And all these parameters are collected throughout the game personalized to each of the patients or users, and kept in an app, and helps to to modify the games according to each person need and ability. This is the general idea of the smart balls. These balls come in different sizes. This is the smallest ball that we have. It's I don't know in inches, but it's in centimeters. It's a 19 centimeter ball. The smallest one is mainly used for upper limbs functions to improve your strength in your hand, to improve fine motor skills with your fingers by pressing, by rolling, by raising, and by you name it, any type of motion or movement or thing that you're wanting to do with the ball. So this is the smallest one. As we go, we have four sizes. The largest, we have a medium, large, and a really real big ball, which is like a Pilates ball, which you can sit. Actually, you can sit on it. You can do movements with your whole body, like training the balance or pressing, like doing squats on the ball, and all kinds of exercises that all are activating. I remind you, all a movement like this is activating a game on the tablet, which I will show you in a moment. Um, if you have questions during my presentation, you can just tell me, and I can stop for a moment and answer you just to be more clear and to have it understand. I think the idea is quite intuitive. If you see, this is, as I said, this is the smallest ball, and I'll show you now a little bit of the app. It runs on tablets like this. Actually, the application is very easy to use. It's like a regular app that you're downloading from the App Store and operating it. It's not like a very complicated medical software. And this is we do it by purpose because we know that even therapists don't want to have too complicated equipment to operate. If it's a ball, we keep it a simple device with a simple application to operate. So you download it, you run it, it connects by Bluetooth technology to the ball, to the sensors that are inside of the ball. And in this screen, you just need to sign in with your ID or any other number that you can choose. It creates a user inside the system, and now you are ready to work with a personalized software, meaning that the games are set according to your personal ability, and all the information is personally kept in a file in which you can see, you can monitor, and you can follow your results, your performances, and to just to see how you're improving over time. This helps therapists to monitor their patients, to follow up, to improve their practices, their exercises that they're doing in their visits. And it's also good for people at home for keeping up their work and their activities, and to improve their daily activities with all the organs that are practiced with the system. In here, I can just give you a few examples of a game. For example, we have a game that controls spaceship. Here you see a spaceship. When I'm pressing on the ball, the spaceship is shrinking, becoming very small and narrow. And when I release the ball, the spaceship is expanding again. When I'm starting the game, the spaceship starts moving in the space. And when it comes into very small, very narrow tunnels. You just need to squeeze the ball, to press on it, and then to release. You press a few seconds, and when you go out from the narrow tunnel, you release. All the while, my mission is to collect astronauts that are here on the outer space, not to stop, not to get stuck in narrow tunnels, and achievements and get achievements throughout all this journey that the spaceship is doing in my game. So this is a one example. Of course, it can be done with any organ. You can use it with your hand, with two hands, with your fingers. You can do it with your legs. You can press. You can just put your leg on the ball and press on it. Just play the game. And as I said, there are all kinds of balls that you can use for it, for different organs and in different positions. So it's very versatile to all kinds of disorders and problems and efforts that a certain individual needs to improve. So this is one game. We have a lot of other games. This is like, if you know the concept, like Fruit Ninja game. So this is this on the same concept. This is a game that you have to shoot darts to a round ball here. You just need to hit, and not to hit a dart that is already stuck on it. And once you end up with a series of darts, you go to the next screen, which is a little bit more complicated. Here you see you have an apple, and I need to hit the apple. So I need to timely make the press, and this practices hand-eye coordination. In many disorders, this is one of the biggest issues to face and to improve the hand-eye coordination. So this is something that you also practice your strength, but you also improve your coordination while doing this practice. Here, you see, I continue to press until I finish the number of darts that I have here, and I go to the next screen, which becomes even more complicated. Now I have two apples to hit. In order to get the bonus, it is more complicated to hit them, so I need to practice better coordination for it. And here it goes. There are 200 different levels in this game. It becomes more and more difficult. And this is the concept of this game.
May I
Um,
ask a question,
yeah,
Tomer?
sure. Sure, sure, of course.
So basically what I see you doing is you're using the same exercising technique that you would without the game, but it's becoming like it's paired together with the game so that you're not only working on your strength when you're doing the dexterity exercise with the ball, but you're also trying to make sure that you can hit those apples, and that improves the hand-eye coordination piece.
That's absolutely correct what you said. It's another layer of practice. It's another layer because it's not only practicing the strength with the ball, it also practices other issues. If I give you another example, we talked about hand-eye coordination, but you know what inhibition is?
Yes, I am familiar with inhibition.
Yeah, inhibition, it's to practice, how do you improve your inhibition? You try to practice certain ways of restraint. In this case, in this game, if you will press the ball with, uncontrolled pressing, you will achieve nothing. In this game, you need to do it very controlled according to what happened in the screen. Meaning, I need to wait patiently until the apple is on the right angle, and only then I have to press. Otherwise, I will fail. I will not get the point. So you learn how to control your reaction and your physical reaction. You learn to control them and to do them just on the right second. Okay, so this is our two examples, but there are many more examples of motoric issues that are addressed, and also behavioral, because inhibition, for example, is a behavioral example. You know, sometimes we do it in groups. So kids, for example, kids that need to learn how to coordinate between each other, how to achieve goals as a team. They get to play every in the same game, but everyone get to play it in a certain time. So they learn how to work out together and to achieve a certain goal as a team. So I can give you more and more example of all kinds of use cases that we're addressing. It is actually used for kids and for senior adults with all scale of disabilities, from very limited movement ability, like in cerebral palsy and like this, and to all kinds of other disorders. I will give you one more example of a game that combines movement and pressure together. This is called the play move. In this game, actually, what you see is that when I'm rolling the ball, it controls a small ball on the screen here. You see, if I roll it upwards, it goes up. If I roll it right, it goes right. If I roll it left, it goes left. And when I start the game, what will happen is that there will start to appear monsters here that I need to collect all the monsters to catch them. They are all been appearing on a circle, and I have to catch each and every one of them, and I'm getting points, accumulating points here up there. And the idea is to collect as many monsters as I can, and to avoid, obstacles. You see, there is a kind of I don't know how you call it, but bad guys that are moving around here, and you need to avoid them. Otherwise, you get less points, or reduced points. You see, if I hit this ghost, it's a ghost. If I hit the ghost, I get minus 50% of my accumulated score up there. So this is another example. But what's nice in this game is that I can, now I'm only moving, but if I want, I can add the pressing, the force parameter as well. In this case, I have a game setting, and I can add the press force feature up to 2 kilograms. And now when I start the game, it's I don't need only to roll the ball, but I need to press on the ball in order to achieve the goal, which is to collect the monster. So I'm doing both movement and pressing. If you see my hand, I'm also pressing while I'm rolling the ball. So this
Yes,
is
I do
another
see that. Yes.
Another way that we are using it. We have some other features that we can present here, but this is the idea. I think you got the idea. We have games that are here. The two games on the bottom that I'm showing here, these are cognitive games. Like one of them is memory card games in which you need to reveal pairs of cards. And the other game is like matching between words and opposites, or words and images of the word. So it's a kind of cognitive game in which you need to react according to what you see on the screen. For the end, just we have a dashboard in which you can see your results. You can see all the games that you played, all the scores that you had. We put the main indicators of how much strong we are applying on the force, how precise our motion is, and what is our response time on graphs in which we can monitor the progress over time. We have a scoring board, and we have also a real-time feature in which we just can see a real-time pressing feedback without the game. These therapists use it for some certain things that they are practicing with their patients. We have a timer here which you can run and ask the patient to press for a certain time. And this is the dashboard that we're having. Of course, we are downloading all the information into a spreadsheet in which you can see for each patient exactly what did he do, what was his results, and etc.
Oh, so Tomer, I noticed Naomi has a question. Um, and Naomi, we didn't cover this, so this is good. She's asking if there are games to strengthen the legs. We did a lot of hand dexterity examples. Are there also games to strengthen your legs?
For sure, yes. The easiest way is to make the demonstration for the hands, but of course you can use this ball for strengthening every other organ. I will give you an example. For one example is when you hold the ball between your knees and you do pressing inside pressing like this, you are strengthening the inner side of the leg and the hips. Uh, do it with your legs. You can do it. You can practice pressing with your leg on the ball. You know, sometimes this is the difficulty of patients with pressing down on the ball. The same imagine that you can do for if you're standing for practicing balance. So you're standing with one ball you put on the with one leg you put on the ball and the other on the floor, and then you need to knee towards the ball, and by this you're activating the games and you're practicing balance, and you can switch otherwise. So just we are not inventing the practices. Actually, it's a device. Then you can think of any practice that is serving your specific needs with any organ, and therapists that are very we're very using they're using actually these balls today, so they are very familiar with what to do with it. We just give them the added value of the technology.
Right, right.
Okay.
This is really excellent. I personally love how you've combined the high tech with the low tech, which someone has always had use of a ball, right? And we've always used, bigger balls for balancing, for example, to strengthen our core, things like that. But you're really combining more technology to make the therapeutic time uh more interesting, more fun, have multiple uses. This is really, really good.
Right. That's correct. This is the exactly what we were trying to achieve here, because as I told you, it's not sometimes it's not easy to integrate technology in therapy. Therapists are very busy. They have a certain time slot to work with the patient, and if they need to try to learn something new, which includes technology, sometimes it doesn't work. They need to make configurations, or it's getting stuck, or whatever. So the idea is to make it very simple, and this is the way we choose to do it, by integrating it on equipment that is already used.
Great. And what is the cost?
For clean, we have it depending on the license and on the size of the ball that you need to use. Uh, we currently sell it in in one-time license for the software, including the ball, the license and the license together, for a medium-sized clinic with up to 50 patients. It costs $1,000. And for a larger clinic, like a hospital uh, or other big facility, it goes up to $2,000 for unlimited license, which they can use unlimited number of patients with it. And we also have a version for home use, which costs, I'm not sure about the exact price, about $450 per unit with the license together.
And that's a one-time, like if an
Yes,
individual wants to purchase it for home use, that's a
yes,
one-time cost.
one-time cost. We don't charge for software, monthly usage, although we're providing the upgrades and all the advantages of software, but still we're only charging it for a one-time fee currently.
Great, great. Um, I wanted to make sure, Joseph, I don't know if you can hear me, but do you have any questions before we wrap up here today? I noticed you're on mute, so I'm not sure how.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't have any questions. It's been very enlightening, and I appreciate you pausing to ask me.
Oh, no problem. That's what we're here for. Um, this has been a really interesting and fun presentation. So thank you very much, Tomer, for introducing us to this, and we appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you very much, guys, for having me. And you can stay in touch with me. If you can send me the video presentation or to share it on social media, if you have any, if you're operating as any social media, so it will be very good to share, mutual share it together.
Okay, excellent. I will definitely send you the video link once it's uploaded. And we are working on improving our social media. We're getting there.
Okay.
But thank you so much. And everyone have a good day.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.